This is the hardest sword that you can get in the Blox fruits, and these accessories are almost unobtainable if you don't know the tricks that I will show you in this video. So if you want to know that and many more things that are almost impossible to get in Blox fruits, make sure you watch this video till the end. Today's shoutouts go to these guys. If you want a shoutout in the next video, just leave a like and tell me in the comments your favorite thing from this video. There are many items that are only obtainable by admins, and we know that, but there is one particular item that was obtainable during a certain period by even normal players. But not any normal players, only those who were in the Diamond Syndicite crew during the 2019 tournament. So it's literally impossible to get right now. Here is how it looked. It had the crew logo in the middle, so it was completely man-made, and here are the buffs. It had its own disguise command, so it was pretty OP, but it is removed from the game. Those who had it still have it but cannot equip it. This one is very much obtainable, but that does not mean it's easy. Getting the cursed dual katana sword is a very long and exhausting process. Why? Well, in order for you to start getting the cursed dual katana, you first need to obtain the Yama and Tushita swords, which is a whole different pain on its own. But it's totally worth it. If you want to see how good it is, stop the video and just check out all these pros of the sword. I won't show you any cons, since the only con that this sword has is its obtainment difficulty. So if you want to know how to get this sword step by step easily, make sure you watch this video till the end. Another admin item. Dark Blade is a sword that is very hard to get if you are a free-to-play player. But if you have 1.2k Robux, then it's very easily for you to your hands on a Dark Blade. But admin version of that already op sword is the Triple Dark Blade, which represents the true triple katana in the Dark Blade form. And let me tell you, it's insanely powerful. So for you to get this sword, you have to somehow make an admin of the game give it to you. But considering that very large amount of people have already tried it, it most likely isn't going to happen. But you can always have some hope. Now we're at the fighting styles, the hardest one to get to be exact. And of course it's the most recent one. This fighting style costs all these items, money and fragments, which is, as you can see, already insanely hard on its own. But another thing that you have to do in order to get this fighting style is to defeat probably the hardest boss in the whole game as of right now, the Leviathan. Just finding him is a really big pain, since you can't go all yourself. You have to find yourself a nice little crew of skilled people that will help you both find and defeat the Leviathan. But that's just generally speaking. Here are all the pros and cons of the fighting style. So if you want to know how to really get it step by step, keep watching, because I will show you just that at the end of the video. Yet another fighting style, but this one is just slightly easier to get compared to Sanguine art. How? Well, Godhuman is a fighting style that you can get completely solo. But that doesn't mean that it's easy or fast to get. It's incredibly time consuming and exhausting, since you have to grind hundreds of levels across all different fighting styles. But it's definitely worth it. It has really high damage, moves are easy to land, and has amazing combo potential. So it can prove useful both in PvP and grinding levels. I honestly couldn't recommend you overall a better fighting style, so make sure you get it. For this one we got a couple different items. But all of them got one thing in common, and that is that they can be obtained only during certain events. We got 6 different accessories that are just like that. Elf hat, Santa hat and holiday cloak can be obtained during the Christmas event for some candies. And they are pretty good, not gonna lie. Cupid's coat and heart shades can be obtained during the Valentine's event, which is pretty soon. And here is their buffs. Lastly, you could have obtained the party hat during the 10 billion visits event, which is not going to happen again. Which means this accessory is pretty much unobtainable. But generally these accessories are pretty hard to get, because these events happen for a very short amount of time and you have to time it right to get them. So if you have them, you're very lucky. Awakening your fruit can very often be really painful and time consuming, especially if you abort a fruit. But there is an even harder fruit to awaken, and that is the dough fruit. Why is that so? Well, apart from the 18.5k fragments that you need to fully awaken it, this fruit has a special awakening process that none other fruit has. First thing you have to do in order to get this fruit is to get a God's Chalice and 10 conjured cocos, for which you need insane amounts of luck just to get the first step done. Then with those materials you have to craft the sweet chalice, which will allow you to spawn the cake prince, who will drop you the red key. With that key you can enter the candy castle, where you will be able to purchase the dough microchip raid for 1k fragments or a 1m fruit. And just then you can start doing the raid and actually awakening the fruit. And of course the raids are not easy at all, so I have huge respect for those who manage to do this. This one is my personal favorite, that is because I struggled with it a lot. Fist of Darkness is used to spawn the Darkbeard boss, Cyborg race or Darkblade skin. But how to get it? Well, you can get it from the chest and sea beasts, but the chance is insanely low. So you gotta grind for hours until you get it. This one is pretty straightforward, so, no matter what race you have, obtaining the version 4 of that race is very challenging. It takes you a lot of tries and is incredibly time consuming and exhausting. So if you want to know the step-by-step guide for that, keep watching. We had a lot of new fruits come in the game past the few months, so the hype is very real, and whenever a fruit has that much hype, of course everyone wants to get it. And that is exactly where it gets challenging. All those players that want to get it will do everything to get that fruit before you or to buy it from you if you have it. So if you manage to get any recent fruit like leopard, kitsune or T-Rex, then you are incredibly rare. But now, if you want to know how to get any of the items that I mentioned in this video, check out these videos right here. For any item I have made a video explaining how to get it step by step in detail, so you have nothing to worry about. If you found this video helpful, make sure you leave a like and a sub to let me know that I should make more useful videos. Thanks for watching and see you soon.